amazing channel. Mbona nakaa ni kama, why does my face look like this? Anyways, before we waste any time, today I've decided to do a short live and talk about something which I have discovered lately. And I'm also using my YouTube as my channel, so let's talk as I talk about something and undo my hair. So that's why you can see from the title, who be playing music now? You can see from the title I've written 20 something and alone. I recently turned 25. Kudos to me. But like I'm at that stage of life where most of my friends are not around. My new friend, I have a new friend around. I'm not making new friends because I don't have work colleagues. And the work colleagues I made are busy working. So, okay, my phone is at 20%. So I've decided to do this video and talk about something like recently I discovered, and I was like, whoa, so this is the reason. If you don't know me, as I've said, my name is MWETHYA. I'm also a second born. So mostly for my whole life, like since I was born, I've never really been alone like age mates. I know when you're born you have your parents, but me and my sister, like my elder sister, we are 1 year apart. So I've never been like alone, like with no one my age around me. So I was born, my sister was there, I went to primary school, in a boarding school, everybody was there, high school, everybody was there, university, everybody was there. And then, who just sent me 100 shillings? It reminds me of the meme of, Nani ametumia one bob, Nani ametumia one bob. Anyway, we'll check later. So, like, I've never gotten used to doing stuff on my own because I always have people my age around me. So the other day we were talking to one of my new friends. I have several new friends who are amazing. And they had sent me a video of a waterfall in Kiruguya. Is it Kiruguya or Kirinyaga? I'm not sure. I think it's Kiruguya. There's that beautiful waterfall. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place, like those hidden gems. Not really a hidden gems, like those things of Tembea, Kenya, see Kenya. So they sent me that video and they asked me, have you ever been to this place? And I was like, no, obviously. I've not traveled that much actually. I say love traveling, I've not traveled that much. It's because I keep on waiting for people to show up for us to travel together with them. So I told them, no, I've not been to this place. And they were like, why haven't you been there? I was like, I've not just gotten around to going. And he was like, can't you go? Can't you go this place? My first answer was like, I don't have a car. Because it's somewhere outside Nairobi, so you assume like if you need to get there, you'll need like a road trip. Like I discovered two things. First, I put traveling. I love traveling, but I've put them like on the high end. Like if you need to go somewhere, you have to spend so much. You have to go with luxury instead of viewing traveling like something to explore and see new places. So the friend was like, can't you get there with public means? And I was like, oh, by the way, you can always get somewhere because it's in Kenya and from Nairobi to Kiruguya. I'm not sure it's Kiruguya or Kirinyaga. It's not far. Like it's somewhere you can go, have fun, and come back. Even if you don't have a car. So I was like, can't you get there with public means? And I was like, yes, you can get there with public means. It's like, why can't you go? Now that you know you can get there with public means, and I'm sure the transport will be less than, I think 500 or 1000. I'm not sure side transport imefika wapi, but you won't spend like 80. I'm sure maximum transport you can spend to and from is like, let's say 1000 to and 1000 back, so that's like 200 shillings. The friend was like, why don't you go? I was like, I don't have friends. The friend was like, I've not asked you if you go. I've told you why can't you go. And I discovered that also another thing which is holding me back from traveling is I don't know how to travel alone. I've never been comfortable enough to travel alone. I'm always waiting on people so that we can plan and we can go. And the friend was like, you don't know the beauty which awaits you when you decide to make that decision of doing that thing you wanna do alone. And it hit me like I've never been alone. Like right now it's the time I can say I'm alone. I'm not really alone, I have friends, but everybody is busy. Everybody is busy with their things, but this is the moment I have to explore doing things I love, things I wanna do alone. So the first excuse of me not going there was like, I don't have a car, and that solution was solved, like you can go with public means. The second issue was like, I don't have friends, and that is like you can go alone. But I don't think I'm yet comfortable enough to go exploring. Like, I'm scared to get lost on my own. Like, my friend who is also my neighbor, like mtamsikia sana, because right now she's the person who is in my life often. Tunaendanga town na yeye kupotea, like we go randomly to town, like places we don't know, ama places she know I don't know, ama places I know she doesn't know, and we walk around town so much. Like if you see something on TikTok being advertised ama somewhere, we are like, let's go check it out. If I'm alone, I'll be like, me, I can't go looking for Dubois, I can't go looking for Kamkunji, I can't go getting lost in town alone. But that's the beauty of being alone in your 20s. You get the chance to explore and get lost alone. Not really in physically, because kupotea tao si fun, and pia mi kwenda kupotea Kirinyaga, it's not fun. It will be fun actually. Isipokuwa Kenya sometimes has some insecurity. It will be fun getting lost in a random village in Kiruguya looking for a waterfall. It would be so much fun, but because you're not sure who you can trust. So like with my friend tunaendanga, we get lost in town. Like we are like twende tukapote. Like if we are going somewhere to like we don't know where it is, we collect twende tukapote. And when I'm with her, we can go anywhere. To pay location. Other we don't need to use Google Maps. We will walk around, ask for locations, and just get lost together. But then Aki wallahi, what's up with today's noise? What's happening now? So, but with going to getting lost alone, now I discovered that I have to learn how to be comfortable getting lost and finding things I wanna do and doing things I wanna do on my own. Because if you keep on waiting for people, they will delay your process. Like if I keep on waiting for people so that we can travel together, even places which don't require, like sijaienda giraffe center juu nimekuwa nikiimba like nataka beshte wakwenda naye, but hiyo sitaenda na beshte yangu, hiyo sitaenda peke yangu. But like any place you should wake up, go. I've never gone on a Karura forest trail. I've gone to Karura forest, but I've never gone on the trail. Because first mi na feeling you should go in Karura ukiwa na gari, and it's not a must. Unaweza panda matatu ufike Karura. And for the trail you need like a group of friends to go together. And I've discovered that thing has been holding me back in so many things and so many ways. And maybe it's holding you back. So if this thing resonates with you, here's your nini. You can also, when it comes to life, tuseme unataka kufanya something, but your colleagues ama your fellow people are not doing it. Like many people do things which other people are doing. So let's say there's something you wanna do in life and you don't have anyone to go with. Personally, I'm the kind of person who has never learned fully in alone, because as I've told you, I'm a second born, so I always hide somebody my age. Apple, like my sister has been there, tumeachana na 1 year. But now everybody is busy living their life, and if you don't find the way how to do things on your own, you'll continue living other people's life, you'll continue postponing your dreams, waiting for somebody to come over. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm always waiting for somebody to come over so that we can do things. I'm the kind of person who I wanna travel, but I'm like, I wanna travel with my friends, my partner, somebody. I wanna do this, but I would love to do it with my partner, somebody. Instead of just saying I wanna do this and I'll plan and do it on my own. If I'm doing it, well and good. If they are not, well and good. But learning how to be an individual person, individuality is something which is not easy to learn, by the way. And for me, it has taken me 25 years to realize that I'm not individual. I'm codependent. Where? Asubuhi watu wametoka kuni roast because of my camberness. I'm so codependent on people, like for real. This is a problem. I'm learning how to be individual, and I've lived alone. Like this year nimeishi solo. I can't say like I've never lived alone. Like this year I've been living alone in my own house, paying my own bills, cooking my own meals. So not that I've not been doing stuff, I've not been living alone, I've not been experiencing, but doing other stuff which requires so much energy, like kama kwenda tao, ama kwenda somewhere, going to look for a waterfall. Sijaienda 14 falls. Nilienda, I think primary, ama siko sure. But I live around Nairobi. I think 14 falls iko Thika. I'm not sure iko wapi. Sijaienda. It's something which you can do with less than 2,000. Go, have fun, see the falls, have some chips, ama some light lunch, come back. Sijaienda. If you ask me why, first nitakwambia sina gari, ama sina beshta. Second, I'll tell you, I don't have a friend who is free we can go, but that's somewhere I can go all by myself. Like there are things which require partners, like unaenda bowling. You can go bowling alone. Okay, itakuwa more fun. But like there are things which requires partners, but there are things which you can definitely do on your own and have so much fun and make new friends. So in my 25th year, I'm thinking I'll start a new series of 20 something and alone, where I challenge myself to do the things. You know, we see online like, oh, solo date, solo travel, solo what. It's not an easy thing. See, it just comes here. I thought I was that kind of girl who will be solo traveling across the world if I don't get a boyfriend. Munasikia, I always have a backup plan. If I don't get a good partner who we can travel with, I'll be that girl solo traveling across the world. But trust you not, every time I'm planning to go somewhere, I'm always like, who is free we go? Ama where do I find somebody who is free? Ama I'm like, I'll plan beshte yangu akikama alone. Ama I'll plan when somebody is free. And I always thought I'm the kind of person who will always be traveling alone. I was wrong. I was wrong. So now I've decided I'll challenge myself to, you definitely have to start small. So like going to a club, going to sijaienda kwa hoteli. Okay, nimeenda kwa hoteli kakula peke yako, but hiyo ni ile time uko town na umeingia tu joint tu na umekula. I've never gone to an hotel and sat down, like planned for a solo date, like basically a solo date. I've never done that, so I need to plan for a proper solo date, like the one which you're getting out of the house going to eat in a good restaurant and you're paying on your own and you'll just enjoy. I've never gone on a solo movie, which is the most easiest thing to do. I've never gone to a club alone, but sidhani that's safe. But I can go for an happy hour, like some cocktails. Unajua insecurity ya Nairobi. Like I need to start doing the small things alone, so that when it comes to the time for me to travel to a new country, like for me to travel to a country, like let's say in future all my friends are working, most of my friends are working, if I get that partner, they are working, and I have my free time and I want to visit a country, will I forever wait for them to come? Because you see, the problem with many working people, they only have 2 free days per week, one which they use to clean, the other one they rest. Like it's hard to plan a long-term trip with them. So I have to start with the small things and build up to the bigger things. So yeah, that will be a new series. You can keep an eye on it. I don't know itaanza lini. Najua pia vitu zingine za solo things they need money. But kuna vitu hazihitaji pesa mingi, like I was saying. Niko sure kwenda 14 falls na kurudi hata ni cost 2k. Kwenda Giraffe Center yenyewe kuingia ni for so. I'm sure transport from here to Giraffe Center is less than going back and forth. If I don't use an Uber, I'm so addicted to using Ubers because of the convenience. Like I'm the kind of person who does not like getting lost alone. If I'm with somebody, we will get lost. We will use our Google Maps, we will walk. But if I'm alone, I'm the kind of person, if I'm going somewhere I've never been, I prefer just to pick an Uber and it will drop me and I'll pick an Uber from there and it will return me to my house. But another bad thing about me, if I have somebody around and we are getting lost around, ama they are taking me somewhere they know and I don't know, I don't keep track of direction. Like I'm so bad with direction because I've never used to be I've never gotten comfortable, I've not explored on my own. Like I'm the kind of person who is so much codependent on people. Like I depend on people so much to show me the direction, like in physical life. So yeah, I'm sure it is affecting my other parts of life. Like I'm the kind of person who is so much dependent on people. Like if I'm going somewhere and we are going with somebody, I'll just follow them. Wakisema turn right, I'll turn right. Tell me to go back to the same place 2 days after, I won't know anything because I developed that habit of not knowing. Am I not thinking when I have somebody around who can think? And it's not a good habit. Like I've just been following people, and somebody can show you the way. And personally, if you show me the way I want, like mi naweza kuja nikusalimia kwako, especially if it's a new place, I'll come there like 4 times before I get the direction. Especially if like a friend tells me come visit me and I just pick an Uber and go. If the following day you tell me to go there with a matatu, I won't know. You'll have to send me direction again. I'ma come pick me up. So yeah, I think that is what I realized when my friend asked me why can't you go alone, and they were like, you don't know the beauty which lies behind you deciding to do things you want on your own. That's the most. Macho yangu inakaa usingizi. I woke up at 6. I don't wake up that early. I don't wake up that early. I think I'll take a shower and take a nap and then start the rest of my day. Like I don't wake up. I woke up at 5:45. I don't wake up that early, so I'm in a trance mode. I'm sure I get used to it, but right now I'm in a trance mode. Like I'm just surviving, so I think I need a nap for my body to catch up with waking up the normal time. So I'll take a shower and take a nap. I was undoing my hair because I wanted to wash it, but I don't think I'll wash it. It's not that dirty. But then nywele nimefix during my birthday. I fixed it on the 20th of October, so it's like 10 days imepita. 10 or 11. Welcome to, I don't know, who's chatting. Why is my live lagging? What percentage is my phone? Oh, it's the network. The network. So yeah, I've decided to do this little live over here and tell if somebody is listening here and they have an issue with being codependent on people. Ama you don't realize it. Like you think you're the most comfortable person, you can do things you want on your own. I struggle better doing other things. That thing came over, I realized like I never do anything on my own. Like right now I live alone. I've been learning how to cook on my own. But when I've become friends with my neighbor, I've been going there and we've been cooking together more often. Not every day, but more often. Because I prefer doing something with someone. So now I have to fix the codependency issue. I can't pronounce that word correctly, fastly. Codependency issue. Starting with the small things. I met you once, you're awesome. Hatari TV, thank you. Thank you. I have to fix the issue of being dependent on people on everything and start doing small things which I know I wanna do and which I know will benefit me without waiting for somebody to tell me do it. I'm waiting for somebody to do it with. So if you're struggling with that issue, just start doing some small things. Like start by going somewhere you're scared of. Like I'm scared of going, I'm not scared really, but just go somewhere where you think people should never go alone. Go there alone. Actually, I'm the kind of person who has never go to church alone. I don't go to church that much. But back when I was going to church, I could never go to church alone. If I wake up and just decide like, okay, let me get dressed and nobody else is going to church and I go to church, I never even went to class alone. That's how deep my issue runs. Like I told you, I was a second born. So by the time I started going to school and me and my sister tumeana na 1 year, the network is not networking. Are we back? As I was saying, when I was born, my sister was there. So when I started going to school, like early as primary school, I was going with her. We went to her to boarding school. She was there. Alimaza class 8. But by the time I was in class 8 and she had finished class 8, I still had people. Like I've never like high school. I used to go to high school alone, but Form 1, I used to go with a neighbor who was in Form 4. I would meet up with people, like we would meet up in a set. I know that's friendship, that's friendship. You'd meet with your friend, go pick them up, and then now you go to school together. But when I went to university, I don't remember a day I went to class alone. Like I just woke up, I knew we had class this time, and I just walked all the way to class alone. Never. I don't remember. Like I'm the kind of person, good thing when I go to university, I make friends easily. So I made friends from the go. So when I was in first year 1.1, I used to live in the hostel, but my friend would pick me up every morning so that we can go to class together. That's more of friendship. But like I've never just decided I wanna go. I would be the person who I want to go to the library and study. But if none of my friends are going to the library, I won't go. Because none of them is going to the library. Like I'm that dependent on people and I'm trying to change that. I'm changing that. It's good thing now I know. So if you're that kind of person, just find some small things to do on your own. You don't have to do everything with everyone. I know many people have discovered that, but I'm discovering that right now. Like if I want to go to the library, I would wait for my friends and we plan and then we go together. If I want, like right now, at this moment when somebody invites me out on a date, I don't feel like going alone. I usually feel like if it's possible, if I come with my friend because, but I do go on dates. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't go on dates because none of my, but I'm the kind of person, if I think about doing something, before I do it, I'll be like, is there anybody who is free, who we can do this with? But it's something I can just do on my own and get finished and just be okay. Like in university, I used to follow. I'm glad that I had my friends. Like, if my friends just hammered, like we used to live in the same nearby. I've lived with my friend for like 1 semester. I've been neighbors with my friend for like 3 semesters. 1.1, I lived in the hostel. 1.2, I was neighbors with my friend. So we would just go to class together and come back together. 2.1, we were neighbors. 2.2, we were roommates. 3.1, we were roommates too. 3.2, we were neighbors again. We became neighbors. In the fourth year, I don't remember 4.1. I think 4.1 is then when I moved. We moved, and now, but I had a friend nearby. So they would pick me up, like every time I was going to class or exam. I had a friend who would pass by my place and I would pass by their place, pick them up, and then would go. I've never just woken up, gotten ready, gone to class on my own after exam. So right now it's affecting my adulthood life. I was getting the sensitivity of doing things alone when I was working, because like when you're going to work, you have to, Aki, at least you're taking one step, at least you're taking one step. Yeah, at least now, like when I was going to work, you have to go to work. So you don't have to wait for somebody to be free so that you can go to work. You have to wake up, go to work, and come back. But right now I've learned that I depend so much on people, and I wait for people so that I can do things I love. Now if I want to do something and I know it will benefit me, I'll just have to do it on my own. I have a friend who is free and they wanna join, they can join. But not me planning everything with people, and if they become busy, I cancel. Like I'm the kind of person, if I plan on going somewhere and we were planning with a friend and they cancel and it was not something essential, they have to be there, I'll not go. So now I have to start planning things I want to do on my own, and then I can tell my friends if they are free they can join. If they're not free, I'll just do it on my own. So I've finished on doing our hair. I won't wash it, I'll give it a few more. I think I'll give it a Julius, or like it was washed like a week when I was going in the salon. That was like day 10, so 15 days. I washed my hair 15 days ago, so I'll just leave it. I'll just let it breathe. Next week. For now, let's take a shower. Somebody is napping at this time. Don't come for me. My body still adjusts this new system. Put it through. And I need to start planning my weeks. I'll get a weekly planner. And then if I plan things I do, we go out with my friend. If we're free, we can join some things. If we're not free, I can do my things alone. And stop waiting for a boyfriend. Better than a girl who waits for a boyfriend. Okay, not really a boyfriend, a partner. Oh my god, what's a partner? So that we can do this and we can do this and we can do. It's not bad to be hopeless romantic, but I don't have to wait for people any longer. Like I'm a grown up. I don't have, even if no matter what stage of life you are in right now, just stop waiting for people to do things you love doing. Just do things you love doing, and if people are around, they will enjoy. If someone wanna join you, they will go. You'll continue. They tell us these things, and we don't pay attention to. We don't pay. We think it's jokes. Like they tell us, create your own hobbies. Don't let your life revolve around somebody. Do things you love. I love doing things, but I'm scared going to town alone. I'm scared. I'm like I don't have enough money to go hiking alone. Also adding the factor that we are ladies. I know ladies you can do the same things men do. But there's this Kenyan TikToker, I don't know their name. He's a boy. He just randomly goes for hikes. Like there's a day he was hiking Gong Hill alone, like all by himself. He'll just wake up and decide today I wanna go for a walk, and he can walk from Nairobi to Rungai. He just randomly does things alone. Also being a lady, like you become more scared to doing things alone, because like let's say I go hike Gong Hill. I can go and hike and come back, but you don't know what will happen. But nothing will happen. Also, that's like the fear keeping us behind. So stick around, subscribe, turn on your notification bells. I'll start a series of things. I'll start a series of doing random normal things. I'll not start with the big things such as solo traveling to a different country. I'll start with the small things like going to eat, going to a date, I'm going on a movie. I'm going somewhere alone, like small things like that. Going to snake park, like I can even go. I don't know which game can be played. Which game can be played alone, like going swimming. I do wanna go swimming. Kuna hii time jua ilikuwa imewaka and I wanted to go swimming and my friend was not around. She was not around. And I could have planned swimming, go swim for 300 shillings, swim all day, and come back to my house. But I did not go because I did not have anyone around to go. So let me wait for these 2 more minutes so that this live can be 30 minutes long. So stick around, turn on your notification bells, and we can start doing some small things alone, because I'm single right now. Even if I get a boyfriend, I want to be able, even if I get a partner, I want to be able to maintain my own. So when you do things on your own is when you discover yourself and you find yourself and you learn things you love. Right now, if I don't find myself and I get into a new relationship, I'll start loving things they love. I'll start doing things they do because I'll think I love them, but I don't really like them. So right now I have to find things I like on my own, so that if I meet a partner, I can introduce them to new things and they can introduce me to new things, but I can still be able to tell my partner, hey, today I'm going to do this on my own, and they're like, okay, have fun. That's the beauty of it. My phone is at 5%. 1 more minute. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed my live. My dreadlocks are growing so long. Like, bruv, my dreadlocks are becoming so long. But I'm also at that point where I feel like chopping them off. But we'll stick on. We'll be committed for a little longer. But if you wanna buy them, hit me up before I dye them. If you wanna buy them, I'll just give them to you and start over. Good thing my hair grows fast. Like this is just 3 years. So if I can chop them off, they'll grow back in 3 years. Anyway, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching my lives. If you watch all my lives, I appreciate it. I'm trying to get the 4,000 watch hours. Like we are getting the 4,000 watch hours so that we can finally get monetized on YouTube too. If you watch all my lives, I appreciate it so much. And thank you for always checking on my content. Anyway, bye guys. See you in my next live. I'm in my next YouTube. Adios, muchachos. Where do we end this? I'm used to TikTok lives. Pray.